They say that it's a big rich town, but I just come from the poorest parts. Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Yeah, we just got to crack these jokes. I gotta get these jokes off my chest about power. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It is the one and only Be Stuck. I had to pour libations as we bid adieu to season 3, another crazy, crazy episode of this show that we've come to love called Power. That power, Lord! Yes! Y'all, this show is absolutely insane. Insane, ladies and gentlemen. What in the entire freak is going on? Wow. They say that we forgot about Dre. They say that wow. What a show, man. Let's get into it, y'all. First of all, I knew it. Did I not call it? I told y'all they were spending way too much money on the CGI budget for Big Head Greg. His head was too big. He had to go. They killed him in the first few minutes of the episode. I mean, dang. The man begged for his life on the ground and said, man, I got 2 kids, man. Go on with your baby. And then Dre shot him in the head. And it had to be like a big bullet in order for it to penetrate his head. Cause it had to be like a hollow point, or I don't know that much about bullets, but it had to be buckshot. Couldn't be no bird shot. It had to be some huge in order to blow this man's head away. Y'all, so Big Head Greg, aka, we did find out his name was Agent Donovan. We had to pour out something for him, man. R.I.P. to the head. Man, I think we missed a valuable joke there. He was the head detective. Ha! Take a sip on that. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is buck wild. Let's ask a couple other questions. Y'all, bullying has its place in society. And the main place that bullying has in society is you get tangible outcomes from bullying. What did we do? We bullied 50 Cent to bring back the original theme song to Power Lord. We can't have Trey Songz singing out his nose. Whole nose about to fall off trying to belt out those tunes, those dulcet notes of the theme song. We don't want the Trey Songz version with the gluten-free. We gotta have give me some high fructose corn syrup in my theme song. We don't want that bullshit. And we bullied 50 Cent, a man that's been shot 9 times, to bring back the original theme song. And we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Kudos to yourselves. Don't ever think that bullying does not have its place in society. Man, matter of fact, go bully somebody tomorrow. You might make a difference. Don't come bully me, man, because I will send Dre at you. Or dude with the perm. That killed Jimenez. Speaking of Jimenez, R.I.P. to Jimenez, a.k.a. Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake did a great job in this role of Jimenez. Her name was Jimenez. She took a cigarette, but it blew her through the bottom of her head, and she went back, and you saw the smoke coming out the bottom. It kind of looked like the lady on the smoking commercial that Martin made fun of a long time ago. Like, yo, That's the dangers of smoking, man. You might get your head blown off one day and you have like smoke and nicotine coming out the bottom of your head. Y'all, that was buck wow. You can always tell what's about to happen in the show, like if it's gonna be good or not. Shout out to the real Negus out there that saw you saw graphic violence, you saw adult language, adult content, and then we saw strong sexual content and nudity. I was like, oh shit, this episode finna be figgity fire. And then the strong sexual content we got was from Tate Lorenz. Tate Lorenz is fucking his staffer. I don't know. I really thought that the sexual content was gonna come from the Karen Parsons looking character that came in from the DNC. Like she, for all intents and purposes, was warming that thing up or saturating that thing up for our favorite anti-hero Ghost for the entire episode. I thought that they was gonna get it on. They didn't show it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it on at one point, at some point. But they did not get it on this episode. We saw Tate smashing old girl who apparently has a relationship with the white dude in the that also works for Tate Lorenz, Governor Tate Lorenz staff. And he now has a black eye, a white man with a black eye. Ha! Take a sip to that. Bam. So that was wow. The character that just kind of got us. I mean, when you really think about this job of what it takes to be a AUSA, working in this particular department, this got to be like the most dangerous job in America. Literally everybody in this department is dead, except for Saks Fifth Avenue. And I'm like, at what point do people not turn their focus to Saks Fifth Avenue? Like, fam, you the only one that survived. You not good at your job. You caused the hit on Dre and his safe house. Man, Dre was really looking like Lena Waithe in this episode. I mean, like, dang. Like, you complete with the guns and everything from Chicago. Like, it was the violence and everything. And then you got to look at, why is Sack still in this position? And it's only because he's white. Like, literally nothing else matters what he's doing. Like, he even tried to shake down Dre at the end of the episode for, like, information. And, like, he gave Saks Fifth Avenue some dope information. I don't know how Dre noticed that was the back of Ghost's head as he joined the elevator, got on the elevator. But, like, I mean, nothing about that said that, that was even true or remotely close to being true. But it just showed how awful of a person this Saks Fifth Avenue's character has been throughout the entire length of time that he's been featured in certain shots. Like, he just comes in, he's mad pasty, his hair don't move, he got like a little, he need like some Calgon lotion a little bit. Like, he's an ashy white man, and it's like weird to kind of see that play out and unfold. Let's just kind of get into it. I love the exposition. We got more exposition this time than really sound design. So it was like the camera will come in with a pan, and it'd be like, they really want you to know this Karen Parsons character, and be like, Ramona Garrity, like with all of the syllables in her name, and like everybody pronounced like each syllable every time they say it. Like this woman just magically appears. Like, she don't make any connection. It would have been nice if she made a connection to the entire story. Like when they talked about the backstory of her being the wife of a senator and he was cheating on her. Like, it would have been nice for that to connect to like a prior story. But it's power, and they won't. They probably gonna bring her in for like 3 episodes, and she'll probably have sex with ghosts, and like Tommy walk in and shoot and kill her. And then, or shit, Tasha might do it. You never know. Or fucking our trap queen, Lala, might do it. Goddamn, Lala. We can't call you Keisha. They might as well call you Lala. You are our trap queen. You came with the old school Rue McCallahan glasses with the Zsa Zsa Gabor glasses with the 3D joints that kind of look like like you had just seen Jurassic Park 8 or something, and you just kept the glasses as you and Tommy left out the theater to go to your boyfriend's trap house. It was just kind of weird. It was just kind of weird how that all played out. Just seeing the glasses, and now she's a trap queen, and then you bring her in front of Lurch, glasses, and faces. And as y'all try to plan this, like, the most unbelievable heist in TV history. And I'm gonna get to that, y'all. We're gonna get to that, man. It's crazy. Let's set it up. Let's keep setting it up. I think that it was funny to see Teen Titans, Teen Power go bring a comeback on the screen. Let me get a sip, y'all. I gotta get my libations in for this next story. Some good mimosa. So, here's the deal. We see the little girl, we see Teen Power go. You got young Tariq, young Tommy, young little girl. This is what I'm asking you, audience. Is she more Tasha or is she more Angela? Because Ghost really loved Angela, but he was married to Tasha. And I know in this scenario it's more like she's Tasha, but Ghost didn't love Tasha, so maybe he doesn't love this girl. But we found out something. They dropped a clue on us. They dropped the flex bomb on us as they snuck in the sound design. You could tell it was something important that we needed because the sound design crept in. It was like dum dum, like on some Law and Order shit. And we found out that this little girl is connected to the greater storyline. Now, see, that's what I wish they had done to Ramona Garrity, like connected somehow. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I think that this little girl is the sister of the police officer what was his name? Ray Ray. I think he was Ray Ray. Is either that or she's Kanan's little sister. You never know. It's one of the two. But I think it was Ray Ray. I think this is Ray Ray's little sister, and that's going to be interesting as we play out this literal chess match of setting up this B storyline to make it an A storyline. Then I like. So I think let's switch gears just a little bit. I don't like Jason. Jason has to be the least intimidating bad guy in TV history. Like, all he does is sway his mousse around every episode. He sways his hair, Mousse Juice. Sways his hair, is Mousse Juice on the wall. Sways it on the window. And then he turns around and he does like little cunning things. I think he deserves to be on Bravo more than Stars at this point. He's more of a Bravo character that, interviews like the Real Housewives of Power or something. And but you just don't know what his motivations are. And then he just has this like double crossing plan of playing Tommy and Ghost against each other, which is very white manish. So he's definitely a pure blooded white man. It's just, we don't care what his motivations are. But then he had the nerve through sound design to reveal himself as a Lannister. He is a freaking Lannister, y'all. The motherfucker said that you forget my one rule in business. And then they crept in sound design. Doom doom. And I thought he was about to say, always bet on black. But no, that's not what he said. He said a Lannister. Well, he didn't. He said, I always pay my debts. I was like, I see you, Lannister. Who your daddy? Are you the product of incest? That's why I don't like you. That's why we don't like you. So he's probably gonna die. It's curious to see when he will die, but I just don't know. I mean, now that he's a Lannister and the Game of Thrones, Them Thrones is wrapped up, it would be, I don't know. It would be nice to see if he survived, like I don't know, some immaculate conception of being the child that, hey, maybe he was the child that that Cersei and Jaime was about to have. Ha ha! Follow my Game of Thrones fan. Y'all can tell I'm missing Game of Thrones right now, but he did come in with the whole Lannister angle. I hope y'all caught that. But there's not a lot of crossover. Do people that watch Power have watched Game of Thrones? I'm not sure about that. But anyway, if y'all don't, whatever. So, big thing is, we saw that another problem is that why doesn't J-Lo Jr. open her mouth when she talks? She comes into the office and is talking to Saks Fifth Avenue, and like she just don't want to get her words out. Like her words just don't want to come out. Well, they actually want to come out and play, but it's like she's selfish with her words and she doesn't open her mouth fully. And I think that's the problem I have with her. Like I thought it was like an accent or like I'm not really sure, like some kind of Spanish accent that she was trying to pull off. But it's really just more about her not wanting to open her mouth. I think if she opened up her mouth a little more, you might hear that Kentucky come out and be like, "Hey, girl, you crazy motherfucker." But because she's talking like this, like the words are just kind of barely coming out. And so it's just kind of weird seeing how that plays out. How, as she struggles to get her words out and struggles to move forward with a non-storyline. Like it's really weird. I think it was deep to kind of show the family moment. I told y'all like the number one indicator of poverty is a white refrigerator, because notice they went to Jamie's house and Jamie did not have a white refrigerator. He had his son there, Tyreek, sipping out of, eating cereal that he got from a stainless steel silver refrigerator, which is a sign of wealth. It's wild. Think about it. All right, I'm take a sip on that. So we're gonna keep it moving, y'all. We saw Tyreek go to his late sister's closet to pull drugs out. And it just really shows that this show it really shows you how not to do family. This show has a devastating impact on familial bonds, whether it's Dre killing his his captors in front of his daughters, who the man just took care of your daughter and you blew his brain out, or it's the lifestyles of the grandma and daycare, where Tasha is not taking care of their youngest child, Yasmin. Also, why is Yasmin being played by a 17-year-old? That was the question I wanted to ask to the audience. Like, this woman's clearly not 5 years old. She clearly drives to set. She has a driver's license that's registered in the state of Rhode Island. And she probably smoked cigarettes with the Jimenez. But now she might have to find somebody to smoke a cigarette with. That little girl, y'all. They trying to make her be 5 years old. But she clearly got a college level education. I think she online for AKA at Spelman or something. It's wild. Anyway, so I was gonna say just being a parent or being in a family in this show is just horrific. thinking about, I mean, you're hiding drugs in your dead sister's closet. Then you force us to see her picture again. And Raina, throughout her duration on the show, her face never moved. Never moved. Go back and watch like all her scenes. I mean, it's a lot of face situations. The show is about faces, terrible familial bonds, and just Jamie's grieving over the loss of his de facto wife, Angela. This is a crazy show, y'all. Crazy show. So let's get to the heist. Let's talk about all of the ways that this was not real. First of all, you have to be on an approved vendors list to be able to operate on an elevator in a federal building. You can't just wear a black hat and cover your face at inconvenient times. Like somebody is going to see you with a tool bag on an elevator and you had to go through some kind of security, something in order to get into this building to be able to operate on an elevator. So that was one. Two, how do you have all male security guards with a high profile leader of a drug cartel? You have a man go in and mansplain his way of checking stalls to see if they were empty, to let this woman come in to the restroom alone, all alone, and she dies at the she passes out at the toilet. Then, what else? You got you got Kevin Durant standing at the door. Man, that little boy looked just like Kevin Durant, who brought the water to Jimenez, and he just got water. Like, it wasn't a water machine. It wasn't no, water bottles. Like, he just got it from this little door that we don't even know where the door led to. And then nobody watched him take the water. Like, you got a full courtroom, and nobody sees him switch waters. Nobody, nobody's paying attention to this, right? Then you bring Dre in, and, you're not supposed to bring Dre in. So I'm like, well, why did they tell Dre to go back out? What was the play here? I really want to know. The sequencing in that scene was so awful. Then they poison her through water. Come on, son. Come on, bruh. Come on, yes. Yes, bitch. Come on. None of this is real. Then you got Tommy, Faces, Glasses, and Lurch all lurking in the parking lot. You got Lurch driving a bail bondsman truck that you got to be on the bail bondsman's list. I know these things. The only thing that was slightly believable was the fact that Ghost, Faces, and Glasses had an ambulance car, but then you gotta wonder, where did they get the ambulance car from? Who ran the switch at the dispatch? This has to be a deeper plan in place. And then you got Lala propped up on the toilet with the out of order sign. And that butt ain't gonna sit up there and not slide off. It was gonna slide off with the heels. The butt fake. The handle on the toilet might pop it. You just mean to tell me that she just was able to walk out the bathroom clean? Nobody saw her. Nobody saw anything. That was hands down. That's the type of stuff you watching and it's you caught up in it. But then it's fam, come on, man. Come on. At least try to make it believable, y'all. Oh my God. That was crazy. So we cut to a scene where Ghost is begging Proctor for money. Turtle don't have the money. Turtle got his daughter dropping dime on him because of his baby mama. And you know, he says a word that I want everybody to point out. A question. He poses a question to Ghost, and the question was, who has money? And the very next scene, they show a white man. I don't know about that. That made me mad a little bit. It made me mad. Then you cut to Stern of all people. Like, Stern is like this super rich white dude who, I'm surprised. I that's I don't even want to go there yet. I'm gonna go there. Give me a couple episodes. I'm gonna come back to Stern because I just want to see what his play is. Cause I just don't like the fact that they reintroduced him. And then you know that Lala is gonna get messed up. I think Lala is probably gonna be the next to die, and she definitely gonna lose custody of her son. All of that. I think the weird thing is the fact. We gotta find out if Lala bought Tommy that sweater coat that obnoxious sweater coat that he was wearing at the end. I haven't seen a sweater coat combination like that since Elvin was on the final season of the Cosby Show. Like, that sweater and coat combo was like obnoxious. Like, it was obnoxious to see, especially as he belted out a cool line telling Ghost, "We gonna cancel Christmas on y'all ass." So has anybody ever had Christmas canceled on them? Just another wild show, another wild episode of our favorite show called That Power Lord. Our biggest takeaways is that we got the original theme song back. I might actually download that and ride to it this week just to show how appreciative I am of it. We got the stage set up for Jamie to knock boots with the Karen Parsons looking character. We got the unreal heist scene that just led him to kill the Jimenez, and that's just gonna be wild. Like, I can't wait to see what the fallout of that is. I really hope that Saks Fifth Avenue gets fired, but I doubt he'll get fired anytime soon. But we'll have to see. And we got to see how Grandma's daycare adventures are going to play out. Y'all, what a show! This is the one and only Be Stuck, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like and share and comment on this ridiculous show.